How it feel to be a dad, how it feel to be a man. Get provide by any means, and we sticking to the plan. Yeah, I do this for my seed. Come and listen, come and see. Remember it was just me, now it's all about me. Lead by example, this for my child, I swear that I got you for life. Went from the court to talking about buckets, now we talking Pampers and wipes. I really love this though, look at you and get inspired. You the fuel to my fire. Come here, let me change your diaper. Diaper Dads.
Diaper Dad fam, what is good, baby? We are back, episode 10. Boog, what's good, man?
My dog was popping, bro. 10 episodes in. It's another milestone for us.
Hold on. Let me do my YouTube shit, because that's what I've been on. I've been watching some videos and I've been on that shit. So y'all gotta subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And all that other shit. We'll talk about the other stuff y'all gotta follow and this, that, and the third. Boog, you know, he's good at doing that. But man, what is good, man? We are back again, yo.
Bro, it's a blessing, bro. 10 episodes in. I remember when we had the idea of trying to get this shit off the ground, bro. I'm feeling good about this.
It's getting spicy, man. I love it. We getting the topics there and there and there.
The last episode, did I have a baby with the wrong person? Yo, everybody was in the DMs like, yo, this is a spicy one. I'm like, man.
Nah, I knew it was gonna be a good one, just because, like, you know, we all think, you know, that the person we're with or whatever, you know, is the right person to have a baby. But sometimes, you know, people later down the line, they find themselves saying like, dang, yo, like, maybe I wish I didn't do that. You know what I mean? So I did want to touch on that. But today, I wanted to touch on something a little bit spicier. So I'm in a car. I'm listening. You know, I'm listening to the radio, which I usually don't, but you know, I wanted to. I'm listening, and there's one scenario popped up, right? And I want us to be very blunt and honest about this, because shit, I think, yo, because I asked a couple people too. I got a couple of responses here and there. So I'm gonna start with it. So you about to get married, right? You about to get married to the person you know you love or whatever. And shit, man, you fuck around and you get this other girl pregnant. Right? Right?
Oh, wait.
Right?
What?
Yeah, you about to get married, right? You about to get married and you fuck around. And this is a real scenario. This is a real situation. So you about to get married, you engaged or whatever, but at the same time you messed with a girl, you know, while you were, you know, engaged or whatever, and now she's pregnant, right? And not only is she pregnant, her finances isn't right. Her finances ain't right. So you at a point right now where, you know, she's about to have a baby, this, that, and the third, and she's letting you know, like, yo, she really doesn't have any way to get around. So I ask you this. This is the scenario. What do you do for her and your child? Do you buy them a car?
Yo, you know what? Yo, wait.
Hold on.
Okay.
Do you buy her a car? Basically buy them a car, because the car is going to go towards your child. Or do you basically, whenever she needs money, this, that, and the third, you just basically give her money or whatever? So I want to hear, and we probably going to talk about this for a while, because it's a very, very spicy situation. I want us to be honest about it. But those are the scenarios, you know what I mean? And this is another thing too. Your significant other, she's in a situation where she's kind of like, and I'm just gonna play this scenario right now. We can go off for the next scenario later or whatever, but she's in a situation where she's just like, yo, it is what it is, but what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Shit, yo, there's a TV show that me and Ashley watch, bro, and you literally just painted the whole fucking scenario.
Oh,
Like,
Married at First Sight?
100%. Oh, okay. So we're on the same page. All right. So let's just start here. All right. We're on the same page.
Yo, but don't even go off of that.
Don't even go off Married First Sight. But
don't even go off of that because I heard that's where it's from. That's what they were saying.
It's exactly where it's from. I'm like, yo, bro, this shit sounds mad bad. Just watch this Wednesday. But and me and Ashley talk about this shit all the time. Like, if I'm in that situation and I had to
hold on. Y'all talk about this shit all the time.
Bro, what the fuck's
like, nah, go ahead. I got you. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I know, because I know a lot of niggas don't watch fucking Married at First Sight. That's fine.
No, I thought y'all was saying y'all talk about this scenario.
No, not this scenario. No, we're not talking about this scenario. We talk about the TV show. We talk about that scenario all the time.
I bet.
Nah, bro. Like, if it came down to it and if my significant other was okay with, if I already broke the news to her, bam, I got somebody else pregnant before we got married, right? Like around when we were engaged or whatever, this, that, and third. And I was like, you know what? She doesn't have a car. She doesn't have a means of transportation. I don't want my child to ride on a bus. I am going to do just that in the sense of like, if it's, but see, I have a bias because of the situation. I know the situation. Like I'm not gonna put my kid on the bus. Like I understand, like if she's not financially stable, at the end of the day, that's still my child. I'm not going to go ahead and purchase the most fucking luxurious vehicle for her, but I will give her a set of wheels to get from point A to point fucking B, and then that's it.
So let me ask you this. So obviously, you know, your significant other, she's okay with the situation. Not okay with the situation, but she understands that you got Shorty knocked up. But what if she's not on the same page as you getting her a whip?
Then I'm gonna have to step back and reevaluate, because yeah, I understand that we're getting ready to jump the broom and shit like that, but like there's another serious situation I also have to deal. So in my mind, I need you to be understanding of what's happened before you. Whether I find out later on you got that she was pregnant and we're nearing our wedding date or whatever, I need you to be somewhat understanding of the situation. Like it's a serious, like that's my child, bro. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I feel like women are gonna look at you how you treat that situation, how you'll treat, you know what I'm saying, you having a child with them. Like if I were to be like, oh fuck it, they can ride the bus, cool. There's other means of transportation. They can catch the fucking metro. They can do whatever. They catch a T, whatever. Like they're not gonna say it up front and say like, oh, that's fucked up. But in the back of their mind, they're like, oh, okay. So if I have kids with this guy, like if shit goes south, it's going south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree the same way too. That at the end of the day, people are always gonna judge you on this situation because they're gonna be like, man, if I had a kid, this how he gonna do me, or vice versa. But shit, let me play. Let me get on the devil advocate part and say, I wouldn't get her a fucking car. I wouldn't get her a car.
I mean, go ahead. I'll leave you alone. I'll let you.
We gotta have both sides. You know what I mean? If I could put my head on this side of the screen, I would. But shit, in this situation, it's like it's a very crazy, touchy situation because you're about to marry someone that you are probably gonna, spend the rest of your life with.
Bro, family with.
And if she is not cool with you spending your finances on another person, even though it's for your child, it could be hell for you, in the long run.
It will be hell for you.
It will be.
Yeah, because she's controlled, bro. She's controlling your wallet already.
Shit, damn. Shorty watching my wallet, yo.
Watching my wallet. As long as As long as the bills is paid, as long as there's food on the table when I'm taking care of my responsibilities, what the fuck does it matter what I do with the rest of my money? I understand that we got, and that's not to say that like I'm not being responsible, like if we have goals and shit like that. Like, of course, I'm gonna throw money towards those goals and make sure we build at the right pace. But if I got some other money to fuck off, I work hard for my money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what? Yeah, I was trying to play devil's advocate, but I can't. Yo, I would buy the car. I will buy the car.
You're gonna buy the car, bro.
Yeah, I will buy the car now. She not getting nothing crazy. She might get a 2001 Honda.
Yeah, she don't get.
Hold on. My buddy said, he said, she might get a Honda Civic coupe. I said, you give her a two-door with a kid? Come on, man. You sick.
First of all, them Honda Civics, bro, you get a 2001, that shit basically brand new. Them shits last 45 years. So, yeah, man.
Yo, he said a coupe, though. He said a coupe for the kid. Come on.
Bro, putting the car seat in the back, but that's wild, bro. You gotta fold the seat. You gotta remove the seatbelt first, and then that shit fucked up. That's crazy. Nah, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna get, like I said, but like in the episode situation, homie bought her a fucking Mercedes. I'm not buying you a Mercedes. I'm not with you. I'm not buying you a Mercedes.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that part.
So he kind of like outstepped his boundary on that one, bro. You can't. I'm not dropping, bro. A Benz is nothing less than at least 45, at least. I'm not spending that money on you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Work out. I understand we have a child, but if you're in a bind, I get it. If you're not grateful for what I've done for you and providing you transportation for our child, that's fine. I will be glad to take that car back. No, I'm not gonna take the car back.
Oh, hold on. Hold it. Because we about to get to that too. But just hold that comment.
All right.
But let me ask you this. Are you responsible for everything that happens to the car too? So like I'm about to give you an example. So your dad, so say for example, Bo gets older, right? Y'all get him a car. Anything that happens to the car, he gonna come to you, right? He gonna be like, yo, Pops, you're like,
hold, wait. Come on. GQ, you move too fast, buddy. I need you to pump them.
Okay.
Brakes is kind of squeaky right now. I'm getting you the car. It's your job to take care of the maintenance, right? I took care of the biggest burden, the biggest burden for you. I bought you the vehicle. It's your job to take care of it. Now, if there ever was a chance that it was like in some serious shit and it affected the safety of my child, then okay, different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing routine maintenance on your vehicle for you. You're gonna take care of that shit. But if it came down to some like serious shit that like, if I saw you were down bad, like, and something's wrong with the car and it needs like a major inspection or something like that, maybe I'll help you out because at the end of the day, it affects the safety of my child. Because I'm putting my child in that car.
mm-hmm.
It's my job. If I'm buying the vehicle, it's my job to make sure that car is safe. So it depends. I'm not, like I said, I'm not, you need an oil change every 3 months. Nah, nigga, you doing that. Everything else, if it came to a point where you were really, and I have to visibly see that, like you're really down bad, like on some like, oh, I can't make this month's, I can barely make this month's rent or some shit like that, like, or whatever. It's not just rent, but just any type of situation. And I can visibly see that you need help. I'm helping you. But if you talking about you need help and then your ass is at All-Star Weekend next weekend, nah, you can chalk that one up, bro. Because why are you taking trips? You know what I'm saying? You got responsibilities at home.
You know, Big Dog Lawrence is gonna take care of it,
bro. Listen, and this goes back to what I've been saying. I'm gonna take care of mine. Our relationship didn't work, so
there was no relationship.
Whatever, but it is a relationship. Whatever it was, right? We're together, and like we fell in love and fell apart, and we were trying to get back together. And she ended up getting pregnant, some shit like that. Nah, whatever that relationship was, whether it been friendship or we were together, we fell apart. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that relationship was, that is here. Me being a parent is here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard. And I think that, and I've said this for a while, that's where a lot of our generation gets confused. They mix the two together.
I agree. So, and then now I want to jump on the other side of it. So, say for example, she loses the baby. Do you get the car back?
Wait. Tell me. I'm not buying no car until. Bro,
hold on. Hold on. She got to go to appointments. Make sure the baby's
then that's
right.
different. Then we can. Then it has to come down to understanding of me and my true significant other, like true in the sense that like we're together. Like I'm gonna have to make these appointments, so I understand. Like there's gonna be some type of there's gonna be transportation. I can help you with that. You know what I'm saying? But if you 3 months pregnant, and it sounds harsh, but like if it's the situation is so like the relationship is kind of loose in the sense that like it wasn't really like I feel like we really weren't together. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you just had a baby. We ended up having a child. We was fucking around. Like I'm gonna be there for you. And then once that child enters the world, and it's like, or like we're geared to that point. Because in that, like, I hate revert back to the episode, but like she lost the baby like midway through the pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? So like I have to, I'll take care of getting you from point A to point B, like, because those are appointments for our child at the end of the day. Like you're the woman that's conceiving my child. I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of from point A to point B. And then once the baby's here, if there's a time that I can tell that I can visibly see that you're down bad, you don't have any transportation, I can supply that for you, and I'm making enough money to do that. Cool. But I'm not just gonna go out of my way off the cuff. Like the first thing in my mind is not to just buy you a vehicle. First off, I'm gonna be fucking shell shocked as a motherfucker because I'm already fucking engaged.
Yeah. The first thing we did that's not the first thought. It's like, yo, we gotta go buy a car. No. After we figure some shit out, then we'll buy the car.
We gotta figure. There's a lot of shit that has to be figured out.
So, but let me ask you this, yo, do you want the person that's carrying your kid taking a bus and putting stress on herself to do this, that, and the third? No.
I don't want her to. Why would I do that, bro?
Yo, so you got to buy the car. You got to buy the car early.
I buy a car right away.
Huh?
Who the fuck said I had to buy a car right away?
She taking a bus. She taking a bus to.
Taking the bus. You didn't hear me. She's not taking the bus.
Hold on. Listen. This is this scenario.
This scenario. Okay.
I don't know about the other.
I would take her from point A to point B.
Oh, you take her.
I just said that. I would because of the situation at hand that like she is conceiving my child, Lawrence Davis's child. I'm gonna because I want to be involved in that process.
So hold on, but hear me out. And I'm not saying I don't know nothing about that.
About the situation. So
okay. So you hit her. She's in another state, bro. She's in another state. She's not fucking
either one or the other with you, bro.
No, we're not going off of that situation. We're going off of this situation. She's in another state. She does not live near you. What are you doing right then and there? You can't drive to another state.
No. All right, okay, because now we're tailoring it to the actual situation of the episode. All right, exactly the direction that we're going. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna grab no shit, some shit fresh off the lot. I might hit one of them little.
So what would you? What's reasonable? Let's talk about what's a reasonable car. Like to really, I'm talking about like right now in your budget. What is a reasonable car for somebody?
Whatever I can afford. I told you, something that can get you from point A to point B. I don't give a fuck about the brand of the car.
So what is that? What is that? Like, what are you buying her? Like, what is that? What is she pulling up in, yo? And be honest. What would you get her? Because I'm gonna be honest and tell you what I would get her.
She pulling up in a fucking 78 pace. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, she's gonna pull up in like a. It's gonna be something that's safe. So if I had to pick a brand new car that I know that can last a long time, it's probably gonna be a fucking Honda. Hondas last 65,000 years, bro. You can put 300,000 miles on it. Don't you drive a Honda?
Hell yeah.
yo, you're gonna have that Honda till you fucking die, bro. You're gonna give it a Honda, bro. Put it in perspective, bro. My dad had a '99 Honda, bro. That bitch didn't die until 2018. So
Yo, I would do the same thing too. I'm buying a Honda or like a Camry or something along that lines that's gonna last.
Because she needs it for a long period. Oh, she's gonna need it for life in general because she has our child, but she's gonna need something durable. I need something safe. Toyota Sienna. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't give them fucking. I'm gonna get her like a little 4-door. I wouldn't. Your homeboy said the coupe. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Bro,
I almost hung up on him. I'm like, yo,
car seat on the roof. You gotta take out the little plastic piece, slide the bitch forward, snap the bitch in. Yeah, it's too much work. But
so let's get back to it. So, you know, midway through or, you know, almost close to she loses the baby. Are you getting that Honda back now? Because I'm gonna be honest, while you think on it, I'm getting that bitch back. I ain't playing no devil's advocate. I'm going to get that shit back.
Bro,
because I got the car.
You don't have to play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate now because I never do this shit.
Okay.
So she just went. When do you get it back then? Because she's going through, bro. She just lost a child.
That's cool. Just cool. I'm gonna give her some time. We're gonna sit on it. I'm gonna give her that time. You know how niggas is like, all right, don't worry. I'm gonna get that nigga.
You showed up with a pink slip to get the car back.
Yo, because listen, we don't have any ties no more. We don't have no ties.
But think about the emotional roller coaster that y'all been on together, right? Like, I know you're getting married. Think about, and the marriage is after whatever the fuck y'all had going on. Think about the emotional roller coaster that is. When are you? I needed kind of like a specific time frame, not a specific time frame, but like
I already know. I'm 3 months after she loses the baby. I'm pulling up on her.
Oh, yo, you find it, yo. So you're gonna fly them to the state, show up at the door, not even get a hotel, just show up, take the keys, and drive.
Nah, I'm definitely gonna have a conversation with her, and I'm gonna say, you know, like. Oh. I know this has been a tough time and I know you just lost a baby, but you know, because I got the car for you and the baby and there is no baby, I'm going to have to take that back. You know what I mean? And that's just it. Like, yo, I'm now I'm giving out cars. I'm giving out free cars now to people.
Nah, bro, but no, you're not giving out free cars to people. Because it's not the people. Because
she doesn't have a baby. She does. Listen. Let's think about it. Yes, it's 3 months. Is very soon. But after a year, after 5 years, after 10 years, after 12 years, we have no ties.
Because you got it. You know why? Because you got a fucking Honda Civic, and that bitch lasts fucking $560,000.
But let me ask you this. I'm gonna hit you right now. Do girls that have miscarriages with niggas that they're not with anymore have ties with them? No, they don't, bro. And I guarantee you there's a lot of women out there that had miscarriages with a dude. They're not with that dude anymore. They're with another dude. They don't have ties to them. And it's the same situation now with a car. They had a miscarriage and I got it's the same thing, yo. Any girl, look, now niggas is like, oh yeah, you're right.
No, I'm not gonna fully say I'm not gonna fully say like, yo, but you know what? You bring up a good fucking point. I'm not gonna say that. Cause yo, no matter, there's no ties, but there is still one tie. Both of you went through a traumatic event together, and I understand that.
No,
maybe I'm just
went through it.
Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm just like,
yeah, you are, because at the end of the day, it's just like, yo, it's the same. Yo, listen, any girl will tell you right now. You ask a girl like, yo, did you ever have a miscarriage? She's like, yeah, I had a miscarriage with Terrell. Like, oh, do you think you have any ties with him still? Like, no, not really. Like, I had a miscarriage. I was sad for a good while, but I'm over it now.
They don't say that because you knew, bro. There's it's especially in the scenario that we're talking about, bro. It ain't just like Oh, she was pregnant. Well, maybe, I guess because the only maybe. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. And
That's actually a good question, yo.
maybe
We
I
should
sound stupid. Maybe I sound crazy, but I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel. Me personally, knowing the person that I am and how I control my emotions in the sense of like when it comes to something like serious in my life and how I really cherish and that moment, like the being cherishing the moment of being a father is probably the one of the biggest moments any man will ever have if they do decide to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So if I cherish that moment, like, you know what, I understand I got a lot of shit going on, but I'm gonna be a father, right? Like I'm gonna be a father. Like regardless of if my engagement doesn't work out, I already know this didn't work out. I'm still gonna be a father at the end of the fucking day, right?
Yeah.
I'm investing myself. Like, you know what? I'm already like, yo, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna figure out this co-parenting shit on the side of my engagement and all that shit. Yo, I'm gonna be emotionally tied to that. I may not be emotionally tied to the person, but I can be emotionally tied to the moment, the moments of you finding out you're about to be a father, right? Now your mind's racing in the sense
But
of,
but that's not the great, like that's not the moment but that's not the moment you dream about, yo. Like it's not that, oh my God, I'm about to be a father. It's like, yes, it's that. Oh fuck.
I know, but yo, that's okay though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation may be, if I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to be a dad, and you're gonna embrace that journey.
So let me ask you this right now: if Shorty tell you, if a girl from your job tell you right now, you're pregnant with her baby, right? Are you saying that right now? Like, yo, I'm going through that time with her, yo. Like,
it's not the time, but that's the thing. See, that's the thing. That's the problem. That's where you're getting me misconstrued. It's not the time that it is with her. It's the tie with the idea of me being a father.
okay, so you're okay with you being another father to another girl. Like you're gonna have that same feeling.
I have a tie to my child, not
yes,
my tie to her. So what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna have emotional tie to the relationship or whatever the fuck it was, but I'm gonna have an emotional tie to the moment of thinking like, yo, I'm gonna be a father. Like, how am I gonna conduct myself as a dad? Like, I understand the situation, so the situation's kind of fucked up, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be a father. I'm gonna be tuned into that. Like when the kids were born, like this is some shit like kind of like off on a tangent, but like when I found out Ashley was pregnant, like my mind immediately geared to like, yo, how are you gonna do this? How are you gonna do that? What are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do there? You know what I'm saying? Like I was already trying to plan out the logistics in my mind. Like, fuck, I gotta grind harder. Like I got a kid, let alone kids coming in the world. Like my mind was already geared to like how I'm gonna take care of another human being. Okay. So I'm gonna be whatever regardless of what she feels like, if she's not emotionally tied to that that perspective that I'm emotionally tied to, that how are we going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to act in this? Like, yo, I had 1,000,001 thoughts going through my mind at a time. Now, when Ashley was pregnant, in the early stages, like she was 1 or 2 months pregnant. Like I was thinking, like, yo, how the fuck am I going to do this? And I can't even do that. Like, I'm about to figure it out. Like, fuck, I got to make more money. I got to do this, got to do that. I'm gonna be.
Do you think that's too much thinking though?
I mean, I get then call me an overthinker then. But that's just how that was my mental when I had to figure out how to survive for my family.
But hold on. It's a difference between surviving and overthinking. You're already surviving. Because, huh?
Let me ask you this question. When Jasmine told you she was pregnant, you didn't have not an ounce of like your mind.
It's going to be a different scenario because we plan to be pregnant. You didn't plan to be pregnant.
I understand that. But still, though, being a new father has become like, okay, even if it was planned, like you didn't have like those thoughts prior to that, like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that?
No, because I'm already putting myself in a position to do that. You feel me? Like the only thing I'm thinking of is, all right, yo, like when is the baby coming? I'm not even thinking.
But that's why this conversation is good, because your situation is totally different from mine. Like,
Yeah,
have children on a whim, like not on a whim, because I don't want to say like my children were just some big surprise. I was like, I knew me and Ashley was gonna have kids at some point in our relationship.
on the whim.
Yeah, no, it wasn't on the whim. No. Like, bro, to keep it a buck with you, like I already knew me and Ashley was gonna have kids down the line. I just didn't think it was gonna be that soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because it was that soon, my mind was already like, it was like I had like a million, like I said, a million and one thoughts going through my mind. Like, yo, what are you gonna do? You can barely do this, you can barely do that. Like, I just moved out the crib. Like, how am I gonna take care of another human being? Like, all these thoughts are running through my mind. So when it comes to a situation that you're surprised in and it just sprung on you, like, hey, you're gonna be a father, it's a different story versus if you're saying, like, cool, you know what, me and Ashley, we said we're gonna have kids, we planned it out. Like, I already lined myself up to have this moment. The situation is being thrown at you. Like, it's not.
I'm about to hit you on the head right now. So say, for example, you're in that situation, right? You're already financially stable. You're already financially stable with your fiance. Y'all are at a good place. I guarantee you're not going to be thinking like that, bro. You're not, because you're already, most of the things that you're thinking about right now is things that you were not mature enough to do yet. So like the things you're saying, hold on, just hear me, because I'm trying to tell you, I told you this in previous episodes. When you say maturity, niggas always take it to another level, think you're saying this, that, and the third. But you already talked and said there were certain things that you weren't mature enough. Like, for example, you said, how am I going to do this when I just moved out the house? Basically saying, yo, I'm not really ready to take on another human being when I just really got my feet wet. You're not mature enough to get that yet. But what I'm saying is, if you're about to get married to someone, right? Most of the time you're probably financially ready. Most of the time you already got your feet wet. You already know what's about to happen. And secondly, you kind of already expecting to be like, all right, yo, there might be a kid coming soon. So I'm pretty sure if you're in a situation like that where your head is good, you're about to get married. First of all, if you're about to get married, that means you have some type of financial stability to have a wedding. So you're about to get married. Y'all probably live together. You probably both got cars. You probably have a decent job because you guys are going to get married. So the first thing, I already know a lot of the things that you were thinking about, you probably wouldn't even think about that. But you probably be like, dang.
Think about it in this sense, bro. Like, bro, it's a new era. Like
so hold on.
Hold on. How many people can we sit here and advocate that statement towards? Only those that are married, bro.
No. I'm about to give it to you right now. If, just like I said, if somebody right now said, yo, you're about to be the father of my child, Lawrence, are you going to be thinking the same way you thought when Ashley said, I'm going to be pregnant? No, you're not, because you're at a place in life where you're already stable. You feel me? You already know what to expect.
I can't speak on what that side, because I wasn't on that side, Shane. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I wasn't on that side. I'm not on that side to tell you that. I can't sit I'm speaking from my truths. Like, from what I've lived in life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my life.
No, I'm just going off of the things you said, though. Like, one of the things you said, you were like, yo, I just moved out the house. How am I going to take care of another person? Right now, you've been living with someone for multiple years and you're already financially somewhat stable. Is that going to be something you think about, though?
I mean, I was already, to put it in perspective, I was already financially stable in California, and I still was thinking the same way.
No, it wasn't, because you said already, you were like, yo, I was barely making good money. No, right now, you're saying you're making better money.
That's the thing. See, I was making shit money when I moved out here. When I was living in California, I was making enough to where it was like I was cool. That's it.
Okay, so what's the survival mode reason then for? Because if I'm making decent enough money, why am I telling myself, like, how am I going to survive?
It ain't even okay, then I guess me using the word survival is the wrong word, but like when I say survival mode is like being there to nurture, care for my child, to be there, you know what I mean, emotionally, do all those things outside of finances.
Okay. Okay. All
Like,
right.
yeah, I'm trying to be there for them. I want to be at all the baseball games. I want to be at basketball games. I want to be there when they go experience their first breakup. I want to be there when they tell somebody they love them for the first time. Like that's survival mode. Like survival mode in the sense that like I'm going to do whatever it takes in my life to make sure that their life is taken care of.
So let me ask you this, because this is good, because I want to know this. What in yourself made you ask yourself that question? Because to me, I'm never going to ask myself that question. Like, yo, am I going to be able to go to all their games and be there when they break up or be there when they first cry, this, that, and the third? I'm never really, I'm not even thinking about that. But what made you think that to a point where you're like, yo, that's like, I'm worried about, or like, am I going to be able to do that? What made you think like that?
I couldn't, bro. I wish I could give you an answer. I have no idea. It was like, bro, I swear to you not, bro. This shit was like an internal switch that I had. It was just like a mental check. Like, bro, you got to get on your shit. It's not just you now. Like, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to think about all the shit that you lacking. Now you got to become stronger. And you got to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was already playing all these scenarios in my mind because of just one, my upbringing, and like you're saying, like my parents weren't together, like which wasn't a bad thing, but like you know what I'm saying, like I had to think about that. Like, do I want my child?
Gotcha.
So now in the situation that we talk about, my child's, and now I'm co-parenting, you know what I'm saying? Now my child's experiencing everything I don't from the moment they're born, you know what I mean? I experienced it when I was in fourth grade. Like they're experiencing when they've had 5 seconds in the world, like that's their, you know what I'm saying? That's their first moment, you know what I'm saying, with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just was a whole, I had a whole bunch of shit. And that's why, like, if you ask Ashley our story, like when she told me she was pregnant, bro, my first question, you know, my first response for her was, what are we going to do? I sat there on the couch, bro. And I was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And she looked at me and she was like, well, I'm not getting rid of it. Like, but like my body, like I remember from head to toe, I was numb. I couldn't feel shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what am I going to do? Like it was a flight or fight moment for me. Like, I just was like, fight or fight. Then I wasn't going to flee the scene, but I was in my mind. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck am I going to do? Like this is a big, like being a parent is such a serious situation. It's like, it's a big moment. So like, what am I going to do? Like, am I going to rise to I don't want to not rise to the occasion for my child. And then now I'm seeing in my child's eyes in a bad space. So like, to revert back to the situation we talk about, like, I'm thinking about like, yo, how are we going to co-parent? How are we going to co-parent in different states? Like, what is the vegetation going to look like? Like, there's a whole bunch of shit that plays into it. So like,
but why are you, but like, this is the thing though, I'm trying to get to. Why are you thinking like that though? You feel me? Like, you thinking deeper than I've heard anyone ever think, yo.
That's just
like
the way my brain is wired, bro. I was never like because I guess it's because of how the severity I took of parenthood, and like it's a true thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister had my niece at a young age, and I watched that whole thing growing up, and
gotcha.
you know what I'm saying? Like the different experiences that I had growing up, it kind of like bottled up, and it molded me to the person that I am. So like when it came to me having a child, it's like, bro, like what do
you thought off of those things, all the things that happened
that like I looked back into my past and I saw all the key moments in my life. Like, my niece is beautiful, she's gorgeous, she just turned 13, like she's amazing. Like, I seen all these moments like happening in my life. I'm like, cool. I don't want to be that young of a dad. I want to be young dad, but I don't want to be that young of a dad.
Gotcha.
You know what the crazy part is, bro? When when Ashley told me she was pregnant, like I said, I'm in my mid to almost in my late 20s. Yo, my mind instantaneously reverted back to as if I was 18 living in my mother's basement, bro.
I remember you saying that. I
don't know why it did, but I felt like, how am I gonna break this to my mom, bro? What am I gonna do? Like, what am I? But then I had to like check myself, like, bro, you moved out the crib, you work for a Fortune 500 company, like you got a good check coming in the door, like, yo, you can do this. And it was like, all right, cool. So now that once I talk myself into the thought of like, yo, I can do this. Now it comes to like, oh, how are you going to do it? Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to provide here? You're going to provide there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes that village to raise a child, and you're going to need support. Like, you're 3,000 miles away from home. Like, how are you going to do this?
Yeah.
I didn't have a support. Like, I didn't have an on-site support system, like in California. Like Ashley's mother moved in with us the month of the date before the twins were born, and she was there until the time we left. Like, so Ashley kind of had her mother there, even though she was there helping us and like going through the struggles with us, but she was there to support Ashley in the emotional aspect. I didn't have my mom.
Any of that.
My mom came out 3 weeks after the twins were born. She came out for my birthday. And then after that, she was gonna come out in April to help us move back. But COVID
pandemic hit.
So then I was supposed to, so when we were moving out of California, I was supposed to come to Maryland for a week because I ain't been home in damn near a year. So I had to cancel that. I had to reroute my ticket back up here to the Northeast. And you know what I'm saying? And it's been life ever since. So I never had that like on-site support. So I had to figure out a lot of shit. Like I had to get, like how we say, I had to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to figure out, I knew I wasn't going to be a deadbeat. I knew I was going to take care of mine and do whatever the fuck I got to do. But I had to coach myself through the process. You know what I'm saying? Like you is different. Like you and Jasmine, like you guys got married. Like you guys, if you playing this, like you guys got to, I planned it too, but I just didn't think it was going to come that soon.
Yeah.
So not to get too serious on everybody, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you definitely did get serious on niggas for a minute.
I mean, I'm trying to get shit up, I don't want to be on that serious shit.
But yo, man, listen, we are done for the day, man. Great episode. I can't wait till everyone hears this, yo. It's gonna be a good one. I'm pretty sure some people heard that scenario, but I thought it was gonna be a great scenario just to hear like, yo, our intakes and our views on, you know, like what we would do. But yeah, we did it, man. Yo, tell them what to do, man.
Listen, dog, if y'all ain't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, Diaper Dads Podcast, by all means, go do so right now. Not now, but right now. I also need you to follow us on IG, diaper.dads, diaper.dads. That's where you'll catch all of our content. Link is in the bio. Apple Podcasts, most importantly, subscribe over there. Leave us some good reviews if you can. Hey, episode 10, baby.
Peace.
At y'all.
How it feel to be a dad? How it feel to be a man? You provide by any means, and we sticking to the plan. Yeah, I do this for my seed. Come and listen, come and see. Remember, it was just me. Now it's all about me. Lead by example. This for my child. I swear that I got you for life. Went from the court to talking about buckets. Now we talking Pampers and wipes. I really love this though. Look at you and get inspired. You the fuel to my fire. Come here, let me change your diaper. Diaper Dads. Yeah.